I don't think we need to have an explanation as far as why we choose to share this or that on certain social media platforms.
So Brady, I have a question for you. What's it like when the corn is high, but the chaos is higher?
It's a lot of things, but it's never boring. This is the Farm Wife Files, life between the rows.
Hello, episode 10, and it's Thanksgiving week.
It's so fun that we're this far.
I don't really know if I love Thanksgiving.
We talked about that in the last episode.
Yeah, but I'm just such a Christmas girly. But that's all that really is on my radar.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's just so many obligations that come with the holidays. And now with kids, I'm better about not people-pleasing everybody.
Yeah.
But also, it's still just like the expectation of having to be at everything and not wanting to hurt everybody's feelings, and family comes back, so making sure we see everybody and make time for everybody. And I like to socialize because I am at home all day every day with tea by myself, but I also get to a point where it's like my social battery is like
down.
Maxed out. I have nothing left, so I kind of get that way in the holidays.
Yeah. And just we don't have a sunrise and a sunset at a decent time, and it's just like such a dreary time. I do agree that I'm also not a super big Thanksgiving girl. I like the food, but
yeah, me too. I like the food as well.
I just feel like there's always like that obligation of you have to go to this or you have to do this. Yes. And when you can't because you have another obligation that you're either choosing to go do over that or you have to go do.
Well, and sometimes I feel like I get, okay, I feel obligated to go, so I'll go, but I'm just a Debbie Downer there. Because I'm just so burnt out. Yeah, and then I'm like, is this almost worse? Yeah. That I'm here and everybody can tell I'm not meaning to be miserable. It's just like I'm tapped out.
Yeah.
Like between kids, and it's very hard. Like obviously you don't have this problem yet, but going to places that are not baby proofed, it's better now that Taylon's bigger. Last year was really hard because was she barely walking? She was not walking yet. Which Tyler's family, our Thanksgiving is completely with Tyler and his family because they have a really big to-do. Like people from Colorado, Kansas City, all of our extended family comes in on Wednesday night usually. And then they like pheasant hunt and do all the stuff, and we have our big Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, and then Friday they do a pheasant hunt all through the morning, and then we watch the Iowa-Nebraska game. And then this year we have Friendsgiving also, Friday evening, because there's going to be so many of us. Our friends from Wyoming are coming back, so we always make time for them because we don't get to see them a lot. But between their schedule and then all of our schedules, we just have a booked time, which is exciting. Yeah. I will be excited for it all to come, but seriously, by Thursday evening, Friday morning, I'll be like, okay, I'm ready for the holidays to be
over and done with.
Yeah.
Then I think there's also after Black Friday, or as other people.
I've never really partaken in Black Friday.
That used to be my dad and I's thing.
Was it really?
Yeah,
and I think I did it a couple years, but I'm not.
No.
Being in the store with remember when it used to be crazy?
And that's the thing, is my dad and I would not be the people that would go and camp out.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
My only memory I have is from when Guitar Hero was a big thing.
Oh,
and they had the drum sets for the Wii or whatever. And they were having those on Black Friday. And I literally, it was my mom, I don't think went because she's definitely not into that kind of stuff. But it was my aunt, my grandma, my sister, myself. And it was like a pile of them. And it was, you had to be touching it. And then Black Friday started at a certain time and then you could get it. That's how crazy it was, though. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm never doing this again. And we got one because we were there at a good time. But still, I'm like, this is madness. If I had to spend an extra $50 now that I'm an adult, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not getting out with the crazies.
I brought Cody Black Friday shopping a few times.
And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
because, what, do you have a panic attack? Or
No, I shouldn't say panic attack, but Like Cody does this like thing where he puts his hands up to his face and he like shakes them.
Oh, I've noticed that.
And he's, I don't know. And he like does this and it's just
Yeah.
like he's overstimulated. That's just his
Yes,
thing.
his
And
tick.
yes. And it was just so funny because he is not a people person. He does not want to see people interact with people whatsoever. So the fact that he literally is shaking, he's just get me out of here. I don't care what you buy. Just get me out of here. And I'm like, oh, you don't care what I buy? Perfect. But yeah, no, my dad and I used to do it, but we would go. Granted, they were open all night. Like when my dad and I would go.
It's way different now.
Yeah.
I remember all the catalogs would come out.
Oh, I still
Do you get some? I get a few, but I remember when I was little and going in and circling things.
and
like,
see
that
that's
was
what
so
I would
fun,
do.
Nostalgic.
I still do that. I just go to the gas station because I'm usually in Omaha on Thanksgiving Day. So I'll go to the gas station and grab a magazine or a newspaper. The World Herald has some out.
Yeah.
And then I'll grab that.
Yeah. But no, what I was going to say, for this year, my new like outlook, or at least I'm trying to be, because the winter can be very hard as a toddler, but honestly so can the summer, because when it's so ungodly hot out, we don't really want to get out, and that's the same with the cold, so we're just stuck inside. Which Taylor now is at the age that like Play-Doh that you brought her, oh my gosh, she's finally to the point where she's not like just eating it.
Yeah.
Or she does try to. She's like texture.
Yeah.
So if she plays with it a certain way or does something, she wants to taste it. I'm like, no.
You can see her like thought process out. Yeah.
Yes. So that helps that there's more activities. We have more avenues as far as like things to do inside. But for this year, I know that I get a little bit seasonal depressy, and a little bit lonely. So I'm just like trying to find the good in it. Like I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, okay, we have Thanksgiving. Get through it. I want to like actually enjoy it and enjoy my time and enjoy the people I don't get to see a lot. And I think I'm also too just reminiscing and trying to remember all these moments because baby Branson is going to be here so soon. And I am so excited for Taylor to be a sister, but that's been difficult for me. Like, all these almost last.
Yeah.
Or I saw this stupid TikTok, and it was like, she will never remember her life without her sibling, but I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Like, these 2 years where it's just her and I, and
Yeah.
she's like my little sidekick, and...
It's just also, do you feel like you're trying to like soak in these memories or not just get through it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you had to, she just turned 2.
Yeah.
And so you went into the holidays already having postpartum anxiety.
Yeah,
and
so yeah, the last couple years I have been more like fight or flight.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to this event, let's get through it. Please nobody touch my baby.
Yeah.
If anybody coughed, I was like, oh my gosh. So it's nice to now go to family events.
Yeah.
And Taylor can run and play, and I'm not like helicopter mom. Not that I think helicopter mom is bad at all. I really don't.
No,
There's
you're
such
gonna
a
do
negative outlook on that. Why am I struggling with words?
I think.
What's the word, like, not title?
Yeah.
Yes. Whereas I don't feel that way, but just to not have the inner anxiety.
Yeah.
Or like the inner fight or flight of just like on the edge of panic constantly. So that's really, really nice. But yeah, I would say this is like the first year of just feeling totally comfortable and also trying to just soak it in and just really want to enjoy myself. Because in all reality, he could be here very soon.
Yeah, he could show up at the end of this year.
Yeah.
He's supposed to show up in 2026.
Yeah, but we'll see, which I hope he does. I hope I go over like I did with Taylor because I want him to have somewhat of a birthday. But yeah, we'll just see. I don't know. I'm just trying to look at it different this year. And just, yeah. I think in life we get so, like, we're just go. And especially you and I and our personalities, we're just so not... I don't know if you've heard of the viral, like, soft life, like, people.
Yeah.
But we're just not those people.
No.
We thrive when we're busy. We almost are bored if we're not overwhelmed. It's hard we really need to chat with somebody, or if somebody's out there that is completely on the other end of the spectrum as far as Addie and I's personalities, like, what your thoughts are. Because we just cannot relate at all.
No. I think it looks beautiful on social media.
Yeah, but social media is hard too.
It's very hard.
Because I love my personal TikTok page. I really, like with Taylor breaking her collarbone. Like, that was vulnerable for me to share Not like that I was sad about it. Kids break their bones, kids fall and hurt
Right.
themselves. That's what it is. But I'm just a private person. So to share that felt a little odd for me, but also I know the second they told me she had a broken collarbone, like I fled to TikTok so I could see other people's experiences, and it made me feel so much better because I was like, "Oh my gosh, we have a month of this sling and a broken bone. Like how are we going to do anything? What am I going to do?" And lo and behold, from other people's experiences, it was not that bad. And now that I found out, it has not been bad. So that's why I want to share that kind of stuff. But even we're human. We don't want everybody to. I'm not the type that's, oh, worry about me and know about all my sad things in my life. Like, I keep a lot in. Whereas a lot of other social media, they're portraying the happy, good, what people want to watch, especially big influencers.
Right. They don't show the all seasons of life. They only show the things. And I do agree. Like, I started posting a lot more, and I've never been a social media person.
Right.
And I am always like, what do I want to share? What am I comfortable sharing?
Yep.
And that's sometimes a fine line that I like mentally struggle with.
Which part?
The
Do you feel like there's certain aspects that you find more difficult?
I right now am struggling between, if they really want to know my life, they would see me like working at my job, or
Right.
and I am making it a very fine line where, or a black and white. I'm not gonna participate in showing like what I do for a living, mainly for the protection of the company that I work for.
Right. But that's also been a big conversation that you and I have had. Just you finding identity outside of your career. Not that you don't love your career, and
yeah,
I don't love it for you, but it's just also, I think before this position, we've talked about this before.
Right.
There was really a struggle for you to have that line or maybe boundary between.
There was no line.
Right. Yeah.
It literally was an ocean, and it was the tide would come in and the tide would go out.
Right.
And like yes, again, we did have this conversation.
And no fault to your job.
No.
I
mean, I enabled it.
Yes, that's you, your personality.
Right.
But also, that's where we are very similar, as we, the people please, though we don't want to let anybody down. We're very much want to be held accountable, and we stick to it. So I can see where and I think that's why I struggled and cannot have a full-time job, because I can't be 100% here and 100% there.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, and so that's why I knew, thank the Lord that we're blessed that I don't have to have a full-time job, because I think mentally I would really struggle.
Yeah.
Just feeling like I'm not enough in either, like giving of myself. So yeah, glad I don't have to choose, but that was really a struggle for you.
Yeah, it definitely was. And obviously I have now since changed positions, still obviously within the same company, but that's something that I'm like, that is a large point of my identity, is my career. So I am able to still use those life experiences for XYZ, whatever I do or do not want to post. Right. But for my full-time job, I'm not going to post that on my social media.
Yeah.
Facebook is a different story. Like, I'll share their pages or something like that, but not on TikTok.
TikTok, I feel, is just so broad as far as viewers. I'm more like I really try not to make a whole lot of TikToks that are completely about Taylin.
Yeah.
But as far as Facebook, like, there's family and stuff on there, which I know there's going to be a group of people that are listening that don't want their kids on social media at all.
Yeah.
We're going to go back to the saying that we like in our podcast, where this may not be your choice, but we need to support others.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, do what you want with your followings or your social medias. That's fine. But yeah, I don't think we need to have an explanation as far as why we choose to share this or that on certain social media platforms. But yeah, sorry, we're going out on a tangent, but back to the whole soft life era. I don't know that I'm really having a hard time with this trend.
Don't get me wrong, would love to be in that expensive loungewear with a quiet home with a good warm cup of coffee in my hand and reading a book. I feel like
we have those moments.
Yeah, but I don't have that life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And I think the soft life came about the other end of the spectrum with that hustle culture, or that boss girl culture that so many of
Right.
us created.
Which my view, and you know this, I don't know that I think we'll differ, but I'm probably more, because I am so conservative, I think it's been a negative.
What has been a negative?
Like, boss girl, like, climbing the corporate ladder. And I don't want this to come off as hurtful to you.
No.
You know how I feel about you and your career, and
Yeah,
I'm so
no.
proud of you, and I love that for
Yeah.
you. But yeah, as far as like how spiritual and conservative I am, I really struggle because I felt like it's put a negative on what I do.
That kind of goes back on our last podcast that we just released last week, was sometimes working outside the home, aka
Yeah.
like that corporate world or whatever, sometimes look as a negative, and it's not. And being a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job.
Yeah.
You just don't get that paycheck. But you also don't have the bill of childcare. You don't have the bill of that mental toll of everything. No offense taken. I think you have to do whatever works best for you and your family.
Yeah.
And I do agree that boss girl culture, if
I feel like it's
that's,
just gotten so...
I think it has started to get more toxic. And I think
Yeah.
that's where that soft life trend came from. And I struggle with it as well, because I'm like, I want to be that boss girl. I want to climb that corporate ladder. And 25-year-old me would have said, I want to be the CEO. I
Right.
really don't now.
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with it. I don't want to travel. I didn't mind traveling as much as I did when I was in my last position.
Yeah.
I didn't mind driving 500 miles every other 2 days.
And the season in your life, that's doable for you.
Yeah. Again, didn't mind it. Now I am climbing back down that corporate ladder in a sense where I'm like, I'm going to reel it back. I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to intentionally tell you no, because that's not going to be a benefit to me.
Yeah, and good for you, as you should.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I'm not going to do something for the company, because I obviously work in a nonprofit healthcare realm, whatever. And so, like, you just have to have the heart and you have to have the grit of just putting it out there. I'm reading a book right now that's all about grit, and it's a amazing book. Love it. And as I'm getting through it, I'm like, okay, like, you have to have the intention of putting yourself out there and putting in the work, and that doesn't necessarily always correlate back to your career.
Right.
Anything that you do, doing the dishes, cleaning a house, and or sending out an invoice, whatever the case is.
Well, I think, honestly, it's not even a negative with the boss girl itself. It's how far it's been taken and how it's minimized my life. Because now I feel like, oh, you're a stay-at-home mom. It's like, it just seems like there's such a...
I don't know what that word is.
Yeah, I don't know what that word is either. There's just there's something that like overlaps with being a stay-at-home mom that, and maybe this is just my mindset, but it makes me feel less than.
Yeah, and that's not fair to you.
No.
For sure.
And I just like, not that I couldn't be a boss girl. I would love to be like repping in sales right now and just totally achieving whatever and bringing in commission and whatnot. That sounds fun. But I'm just in the season of my life. Like, this is what I want to do. And we've talked about that before. Like, I've always wanted to be a mom and stay at home and be a mom. But now with this whole like boss girl, corporate girly, hashtag corporate girly, it's just, that's great. I'm happy for you guys. But why are we, and maybe it's just me. It's just in my head.
I don't think it's only in your head, because I can see where you're coming from. So clearly I'm on the same thing. I'm going to throw a positive out about this whole thing. You can always silent quit a corporate job. Sure, you could sit here and silent quit.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that.
You can't silent quit being a stay-at-home mom. You can't silent quit being a farm wife.
If I do, you see it. It shows.
And the world is going to crash and burn.
Yeah.
Something is not going to be going correctly.
Yeah.
Yes, someone that works in that corporate world still has to cook meals, maybe you don't, whatever. You still have to clean your house. You can't live in filth. You still have to make sure toilet paper is bought and it's on the toilet paper rack. Whatever the case is, you still have to do all those things, but it looks a lot different. Are you stressed out the whole time? Maybe not. I don't know. World has also changed to make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Thankfully, but that is a positive from your like point of view. You can silent quit that corporate job.
Oh yeah,
or
I
that
think
boss.
so. You can go to work and not want to work and just put in the very minimal effort. I can't do that here.
No. And so give yourself credit for that.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for that outlook, because I just struggle with that. There are no, don't get me wrong. I don't want to like portray that I'm just like mom and
You don't have an identity outside of
yeah,
mom.
because I'm going to pride myself and I don't hype myself up a lot, but I'm a good mom and I love what I do and I love being at home, never change it. But I do also make time for myself.
As you should.
Yeah. And maybe it's not going on girls' trips or
It's
these big
right. It's not
grand
always
things.
big or
Yeah, but even if I do some extra things during the day, so I don't have to have my whole nightly routine, and then once Taylin's in bed, having a drink that I like, or before pregnancy, it was like white wine and reading my book. My house is clean, I have a candle lit. Like, that's my soft life. And I may not have the soft life, but I have the soft moment. And that for me is enough.
yes. I like that you said soft life versus soft moment. Like, because
Yeah.
there is a difference.
Yes.
And I need those moments in my life to continue the life that I'm living.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily need the life
Same. I couldn't.
to live the moments.
Yeah. And we've talked about, I don't even remember what episode it was where we talked about just having a bed rot day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just, yeah, when, before kids, before we were in the season of life that we're in, when I was in college, it was nice to have a whole day. But now that I am in a different season, don't get me wrong, it sounds great, but I think like a morning would be enough.
Yeah.
And Tyler does that for me. There'll be a couple Saturdays or whatever where he'll get up with Taylin, like he'll intentionally get up before she does and take the monitor and go out of the room. And I still wake up when she wakes up, but just being able to lay in bed
And not have to go get someone out of their
yes,
bed or
yep,
go
or
get
rush
breakfast.
myself ready. Because see, that's why I'm like particular waking up at as early as I do, because I want to get my stuff done. And that's been a struggle through this third trimester because I'm so tired. I don't want to get out of bed. But then I suffer because it's just like throwing myself together because Taylin's awake, getting her up, and then the whole day I feel like crap because I haven't done anything with myself. So just that mental, ew, don't feel good, don't act good, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would think that's a soft moment for me too. So whether or not I can relate to the soft life, I think you and I, as our personalities, we can have soft moments. And I
Yes.
like that
Yeah.
a little bit better.
I like that saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to think about that.
Yeah, please do. I think everybody's looks different too. Like, you're into books like I am too.
Oh.
So we do have some things that are similar, but even maybe a soft moment can be your kiddos go hang out with grandma or whoever that person is for you guys and have a soft moment with your husband. Like, maybe that's your time. I don't know if we can break down what the soft is.
I think it comes down to it's not always relaxation. It's
Right.
intentional prioritization.
Yeah, like easiness.
And intentional prioritization differs person to person. I think it's different. It goes off of like love languages. We had this,
Yeah.
we started having a conversation, but somebody's intentional prioritizations could be, I just want to sit down and watch my Netflix show. And then someone else's intentional prioritizations is, I want to clean my kitchen because there's one spot in there that has been bugging me and I just need to get it done. And then you have ADHD and now you're cleaning your whole house. I don't know.
That was me the other day. Side note, I've started nesting. I've been nesting since like week 16.
Good for you though.
Yeah, I think it's second baby thing. So I do my whole nighttime routine, which is like wiping down the counters. And then 2-3 times a week, I put the chairs up so Narwhal can vacuum and mop. Also, Narwhal, if you want to sponsor us, please do. I love you very much. But anyway, so I'm doing that. But as I'm wiping down the counters, for whatever reason, I'm like, this isn't good enough. Move the microwave, move the KitchenAid. Counters are empty, wiping it all down. I'm like, okay, that didn't need done, but I enjoy that it's done.
Yeah.
But I was also going to say, too, just with the prioritization, like for me, just different, you talking about how it looks different for people. Mine is even as simple as throwing something in the crock pot in the morning.
Oh, yes.
So I don't have to. Sometimes afternoons are just a little bit crazy. Tyler gets home and I want to visit with him. And so that's a soft moment. Like, I already have supper going and I don't have to worry about it. I can sit down and have a conversation with my husband and we can play with Taylin together, which she doesn't always get on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, even something as simple as that.
I think my soft moments, I shouldn't say all, because that's a very broad word, but a lot of my soft moments have to do with saying no to what I call the social committee. Like, I want to say no to doing this party, or I want to say no to going to so-and-so's house. I want to
Right.
say no to these dinner plans or whatever. And I just want to say yes to my family / my sanity.
Or even just, as I was going to say, prioritizing yourself.
I think that I struggle with.
And that goes along with the holidays, too. You know, how we
yes.
just talked about this, about feeling like we need to show up for everybody because we don't want anybody to be disappointed. But sometimes for mental health, like, for ourselves, we just need to prioritize ourselves.
And I feel like I'm finally getting to a point in my life where I'm fine with being the bad guy. Because
I still struggle.
I know I'm going to be, as long as my husband and I are on the same page and we're both supporting each other's said decision, I feel like I'm finally to the point where I'm like, I'm not going. And but we should. I'm not because of XYZ. Oh, I didn't look at it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Or Cody, for example. I don't want to go. I don't want to see XYZ.
Yeah.
Okay. You know it best. I don't. Like, I'm your wife, and I'll support that. I don't need to know anything more than
I feel
that.
like there's a line too, though, and not that I don't disagree with you or don't agree with you, because I 100% do, but I think too, holding our spouses accountable. I think you know what I'm trying to say there. I feel like there's a line where, and Tyler, for me too, there are times where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, or whatever the case may be, and those are the times that maybe I need Tyler to look at me and hold me a little bit accountable and say, okay, but this and this.
I have done that with Cody.
Give me a different perspective.
Yes. And I think that also helps because Cody and I have had this conversation of I don't want to see this specific person. And I'm like, okay, but this specific person has done nothing to you. You're basing your opinion off of someone else.
Right, yes.
And I didn't really think about it that way. I'm like, it's because you were too young and too naive to even be able to actually have a thought that was your own. Right. I said, you need to take the time to like formulate your own thoughts.
I actually just had this conversation with Tyler because Taylon's getting to the point where she's just like a little sponge. And so I don't remember where we went or who we were going to be around. I have no idea what the scenario was, but we were just like talking amongst ourselves, Tyler and I, which Taylor was in the back seat, about, oh my gosh, how we but we're just dreading like being around whoever these people are. And I caught myself and I'm like, we have to stop having these kind of conversations in front of our 2-year-old because I want her to form her own opinions. Not that she's not already going to know just because of how Tyler and I are, but I don't want things we're saying to get stuck in her brain and then become her thoughts.
And of course, both Tyler and you are not going to put her in a situation where she's going to feel unsafe.
Oh, correct.
So,
yes,
or
no. This is more
unsafe.
just like opinions that Tyler and I have amongst husband and wife that nobody else would ever hear or know, whereas that's why we don't want Taylor. And then also kids get to a certain age and they say everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, we gotta be careful because we don't want her repeating those certain things.
Yeah. Kids are wild.
Yeah, they are. Oh.
But yeah, no, I do agree. I think being able to formulate your own decisions, especially, and that's just tough during this time of the year too.
Yes.
Because it's always, this is a family tradition and we have to do this event on this day. Yeah. And I struggled with that because there are a lot of points in my life where I didn't really follow like a specific traditional holiday on a certain calendar day. We always did traditions, of course, but we never had it on like this specific day. So when I married into Cody's family and that is how Cody's family rolls, I'm like, ooh, this is tough for me to. Yeah. And I had to navigate that. But for example, like one time I had to miss a family holiday. I don't know what specific, if it was Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever. It was because I was working. I'm a nurse and I had to go take care of other people's loved ones. Yeah. And I am being ridiculed because I have to work. Yeah. And I struggled with that. And but I knew what I needed to do.
I think you should have struggled with it. I think that's pretty basic, like human.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Just understanding different.
Yeah.
People are in different places.
And I just feel like I couldn't have a voice at that point in time to be like, no, I'm going to continue going to work, or no, I'm going to go take care of people
Yeah.
that want to see my face and want to be around me versus someone I'm just going to sit in this corner and not necessarily be
Right.
wanted there.
And I think too that I'm all for like tradition, but our family has these traditions. We've always done this way. Okay, but also having that respect that we're a new family and we want to make our own traditions. And I think too, it's hard. I think you and I can relate to this more because we did come into families where like we live very close by, and so it's a lot easier for us, attainable for us to make it to things, or it should be because we live close. And so it's been, I don't know about expectation, but it's just,
You only live 5 minutes away, so you at least need to make an appearance.
yeah. And also, I think what like Tyler and his family don't remember or try to see or put themselves in my shoes is I didn't grow up with this. I don't know these people like you do. I don't have the memories that you guys do with these people. Not that I don't, I'll make them a priority because I know you guys love them and because I know that's what you need. But can't there be a line where you also have that respect for me in return?
Yeah.
Whereas we do have our own family now. We are going to 3, 4, 5 different holiday events. Like, we don't want to be there all day. Like, I get, oh, it's Christmas. We only see them this time of year. Okay, that's fine, but why is that my problem?
Not only that, but it's also like, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why do we
Yeah.
have to go to 3 to 5 different Christmases?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I really do, because I really want to be that person to be like, oh yeah, we're going to make it to everything. But my
Right.
sanity,
I know.
going back to your social battery comment at the
Yes.
beginning, I am over it. I'm not my best self
Well,
or
and that's-
anyone that I want to
That's
be
the
around.
conversation I had with Tyler. I'm like, we can go all day. We can do an all day family event, but I am not going to be my best self. Whereas, let's do half a day where I can be my bubbly, fun, social self.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we get through all these events and I just can't fake it. I'm just like, I'm over this. Like, I'm over people. I want to be in my home.
And they didn't see all the things that led up to that.
Yes.
And so when you're at this, it's, oh, Brady.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Brady's such a, and then they can,
Debbie Downer.
they
Yeah.
could say whatever.
Yeah.
Because she was just horrible, but they have no idea what.
Yeah. And with a
You
toddler, it's just so hard. It's just like
Yeah.
constantly chasing her around, make sure she doesn't break things, make sure she doesn't get into things, feeding a toddler at a separate place. Like, I can bring all of our amenities and have it be as accommodating as possible, but it's still not home. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, we're running out of time on this episode, but I think going back to that, maybe tying in soft moments, because I'm not doing the whole soft life thing anymore, but maybe tying in soft moments like with the holidays.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help us, because like I said, I really want to look at the holidays. These are blessings. Like, I don't want to just get through these times. I want to enjoy these times. I want to make memorable memories through these holidays. So maybe like setting aside intentional time where I can have a soft moment for myself that helps me recharge.
I think that's great.
Maybe that's good advice for others to help them
Yeah, for sure.
find the holidays a little bit more enjoyable when they have to do a bunch of traveling and
Yeah.
taking care of kids and
All the things.
yeah, the grind doesn't stop just because it's the holiday season.
No.
So, any other thoughts from you?
I don't think so. I think that was all really good.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks, everyone.
They say a farmer's work is never done. Well, neither is ours.
Come back next week for a new episode of Life Between the Rows.